So this is going to be a video about shoes, kettlebell training shoes specifically. So now, a lot of people have been asking what shoes I've been wearing in a lot of my training videos, whether it's kettlebell sport or overall general strength stuff. I do not recommend that you use squishy shoes. Every now and then I might demonstrate something in a pair of these Ultras running shoes or something like that, but they're still minimalist shoes. They don't have a lot of squish and they're not very, very soft. So I'm feeling the ground. Now, when it comes to, that's what you want for kettlebell training, because you're pushing off the ground for a lot of stuff. You're applying force, so you don't want a lot of squish. Now, here's where lifting shoes come in handy, okay? So lifting shoes, very stiff soles, and they allow you to apply pressure to the ground without losing anything in that sole. So, problem is, they are incredibly tight. They're so narrow. And if you have wider feet, this is not going to be a good thing. So, what I've liked to use recently is this company right here, XERO shoes. They make a training, it's called the FORZA Trainer. Okay, I'm going to show you a little difference about that. I really like these shoes. I have used them, here's a packing slip, since January 26th of this year. So this isn't a review right away. I've worn them, I've tested them out. I personally purchased these. I've bought a couple of their pairs of shoes in different styles, but this is the one I was really impressed with. The sole is definitely made for training. It's not really aggressive lugged like trail runners that I use a lot. Let me put them up right next to each other. So it doesn't have a heel. It's a zero drop shoe. Look at the bottom right there. Now, this lifting shoe that I use every now and then, it gets very uncomfortable for me for doing long kettlebell sport sets. Now, while this might be great for Olympic lifting, or if people use them for powerlifting, but Olympic lifting, you're not spending a lot of time under the weight. That's the thing. So in kettlebell sport, if you're doing long cycle or jerk, I can guarantee that your feet start to get tired. You need something that's comfortable, but at the same time, you're not going to lose power. So that's why I've been using these. Now here's the construction of these. It's a one-piece construction. There's your laces, but also this strap that helps pull everything around here together. Similar to this across the front, but it doesn't get the heel, okay? So the heel cup gets tightened right through here if you pull them. Now, I went with a 44. I should probably have gone for a 43. These are just a slight bit bigger than I would use if I'm doing a lot of training other than standing in one spot. I like the feel of this a lot. They're white shoes. You can tell that I've actually used them, whether for Turkish get-ups or anything. So you can take out, if you want an even more solid feel, to really feel the ground, you can take out this insole, okay? You can trade them out when they get dirty or whatever, but this is super, super solid. They're foldable, they're gonna move everywhere. They think the company really even rolls them up like this. But anyway, I prefer to use this in here if I'm doing a lot of kettlebell jerks because I'm hitting my heel down to the ground. So as I jump up, my heel slams to the ground. So if you're on a hard surface, I like that little bit of cushion, but it's not anything to affect where my ankle placement is. It's not going to lift a lot higher. See this? This isn't a very tall drop, but it still is a drop. So if you're doing squats and things, like people like heels, but if you're wanting more mobility and to train your range of motion, this right here. So anyway, once again, I should probably gone for a 10.5. It's gonna take you a minute to get used to this, but I just jump into minimal shoes because I've been wearing them since probably 2010, maybe even 9. Anywhere from Vibram 5 Fingers to Merrill. But once again, let me look at these. The difference in the size, you can see that foot shape in the front, the forefoot, right? So when shoes say they're wide, I think Tyr, like TYR, shoe company makes a wider lifter, but they're still very, very solid. So you can't really go, you're not going to go back and forth as like a cross trainer. I think these Forzas are absolutely wonderful for what I do, for the kettlebell programs that I write and use. So once again, you look at the side, the construction is very, very good. Like I said, I've been wearing these for almost a year, 10 months. It's very, very durable. All this stuff, super, super durable. I guess like right there, you can see the strap is really nice. The only thing I would like to be a little bit better is I wish that the Velcro was a little longer when it comes over here, because like I said, this shoe is a little bit larger. It didn't feel the need to return it for a smaller size, but I'm hitting right down here and there's not a lot of Velcro closure for me. So I wouldn't say that they run very large, but I was wearing usually wear a 10.5. This is 11. I should probably get a 10.5 in this. But anyway, I've worn them with my bikes when I've jumped on my bike, and you can see the spikes in my pedal barely even messed up with this. This is a fairly hard, very dense rubber. It's not stitched, it's glued on there. I don't see anything coming off anywhere. I was very surprised at how well this training shoe was constructed for the stuff that I put it through. Once again, here's compared that very similar size Adidas Powerlift, which aren't very expensive. They're probably close to the same price, but I'm definitely going to get another pair of these. Everyone asks, not everyone, a lot of people ask me what shoes that I'm wearing in the videos that look like a minimal shoe, and lately, for this past year, it's been these right here. So the Forza from XERO shoes. I like the look. They have a couple different colors, but I like this white one for who knows what reason. But they kind of, right here, talking about getting started. Just take your time when you're starting into a shoe like this, because it doesn't have that cushion. If you're going from a cushion to something that doesn't, you're going to want to train yourself to get used to it. Your movement's going to feel real different. Talk about like a natural fit, wider. It's not going to have all that sponge. But anyway, here they are. Once again, white and blue. It says perfect for hit and lifting, midfoot straps, and new instep. Gives you security, confident form, ground gripping tread. So that's what I liked about this. There's a lot of rubber on the floor at the same time. Not a lot of spikes and chunky stuff like these trail. I have never slipped in these things in my concrete garage, even with humidity. Let's see, zero drop. But anyway, that's what these are. The XERO shoes. That's what I've been wearing. Right? So I'm definitely getting them 2 thumbs up. They work great for the programs that I do and the training that I do. So I hope that helps you pick some shoes that might be a good cross between kettlebell sport, kettlebell muscle, and then just maybe even hopping on your bike. Any kind of training, I think it's great. Much better than just a pair of these. And like I said, I've used them for long cycle, clean and jerk. I've used them for snatch. They're very comfortable for snatch. I never use lifters when I'm doing kettlebell snatch. I hope that helps. See ya.